What's up guys, my name is Stoody. I'd like to welcome you all back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my AFL Supercoach Round 4 review for the 2025 AFL season. Winter has certainly arrived over the past few days, so yeah, I mean I've always preferred winter over summer, but yeah, it's a bit cold now. So basically, Ozil had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. Obviously, I went to the footy on Saturday, Richmond versus Brisbane. And that was an interesting day because I met Cooper Winter there. And if you guys remember, if anyone went to the game or if you saw on social media, the lines to the queues to get into the gates were massive. Absolutely massive. I got there early. I was there 45 minutes before the first bounce, and I only just got in. I got to my seat about 5 minutes before the first bounce. I mean, I planned on getting something to eat, to drink, take a piss before I went to my seat, but I just simply didn't have time because of the ridiculously long queues. I guess extra security because, those idiots brought in guns and the security were too useless to pick up on that on Thursday night, so they took things a bit more seriously. So yeah, I did all that at half time, and on my way back to my seat, I saw Cooper Winter. So yeah, well, he saw me, he shouted out Stoody. I was like, oh, here we go. I'm like, how's it going, mate? I didn't recognize him at first, but when he told me his name, I knew who he was then. So yeah, we had a chat, and he told me that he asked all these questions for my Q&A that will be posted this week, hopefully. And for some reason, his questions aren't showing up on the comment section of the video. So YouTube, I guess, is fucking him over. As YouTube do quite a lot, to be honest. But yeah, then at the end of the game, so when I was just walking out, trying to go up the steps at the final zone, there was this other bloke. He actually had his phone out and he started recording. And he kind of randomly said, so what are your thoughts on the game? I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So I can't even remember what I said, but I couldn't even think of anything because it was just really random. Obviously the guy knew me from YouTube, because why else would he start recording? But yeah, so if a video like that does show up somewhere on social media, that's what that was. It kind of caught me off guard, Certainly wasn't expecting that. I think he was sitting somewhere in the same bay as me, behind me probably, and he probably noticed me at some point throughout the game. He had a few of those, hard solos in him, I think, because he was drinking one of them. But yeah, after we had a little bit of a chat, he wasn't a bad guy, so yeah, it was all good. So yeah, I guess the next Richmond game I'll go to is round 6 against the Suns at Marvel. I wonder if security will be really strict then as well. I don't know. But I don't know. I think in that week I might be going to Western Bulldogs versus St Kilda the next night, Sunday night, which is also at Marvel. And I might be going to Hawthorn and Geelong on the Monday as well. Maybe. It depends, really. So that week, the Easter week, might be a big weekend for footy for me. So, yeah, now, back onto Supercoach. So, as for Supercoach, I'm anticipating a pretty big rankings rise because I know I went really good this week. I did see my score. I haven't seen the rankings yet. But in pretty much all my leagues, my score was like a top 2 or 3 score out of everyone. Most people scored around 1900. But I scored into the 2000s. I only saw one bloke score 2100 plus, and that was one of my mates. And he went from 50k in the rankings to 11k. So, yeah, he had a massive jump. So, I was about, I don't know, just outside the top 50k last round. So, I'm anticipating at least somewhere around 25 to 30,000 spot ranking rise. So, if I'm not at least 25k in the rankings, I'll be kind of pissed off. But yeah, I think I'll be between 20k and 25k in the rankings. So yeah, let's just go ahead and see what I scored. Alright, so here we go. Fuck off. I should have risen a lot more than that. 2,040. How is that only 8,500 in the fucking week? That's bullshit, because 2,100 was like 100th in the fucking weekly rankings. So, yeah, but regardless, it's a pretty big rise anyway. It's a 22,000 spot rise up to 28k. So it is a start to my resurgence up the rankings. It's a week I really needed. I needed that 1 week where everything just came together really nicely, and that's what happened this week. I think it is now the end of the buys, so I don't know if that'll help or not. I guess it depends on you or your team. So just have a look at the team here. And a lot of it is like rookies performing really well. So Harry Sheezel was back big time, 144. It's a really good sign. A few might have traded him out, so if you did, you'd be really regretting that. Holmes was terrible, 72. Roberts not so good, 77. Short, 86. It's whatever, I guess. Short hasn't been good, but I mean, he hasn't been absolutely terrible either. So, yeah, and I've had bigger concerns than Short, pretty much every week this year. And look at Bice. Bice just went bang. I mean, it was out of Trainer or Bice to put on the field. When Trainer scored 82, I was like, oh, shit. I picked the wrong guy. But no, I haven't. No, I haven't. I should have put fucking Trainer on the field for Holmes or Roberts. That's how good the defender rookies have gone the last couple of weeks. Reed was a loophole because he had the bye. And O'Sullivan, a big score from him, 103 again. He's going to make some good cash. Same with Bice. Trainer's going to make some good cash. A lot of people traded out Trainer for Bice. So, yeah, if you've got both Bice and Trainer, that's pretty good. So, let me just fix this up. I'll put O'Sullivan on field. There we go. Midfield. Sarong. Really, really good. 142. He went bang. And, the only midfielder averaging over 100 other than Caleb Daniel, if you can count him as a midfielder. Lockie Deal, he was a lot better, but still very inconsistent this season. He's either really, really shit or really good. So, but every week he's been good. I've put the C on him. Maybe I need to keep putting the C on him. Maybe that means he's going to go good every week. We'll discuss VC and C options soon. David Juniak, he turned up, so thank fuck for that. 104, I do want him averaging a bit more than that, at least 110. So hopefully he can bring that up soon. Callahan, now he's starting to become a real issue. Just a 72. He's a fraud premium, and I think I need to get rid of him, but I don't know who to bring in for him. How much cash do I have? Fuck all. So Caleb Daniel making a ton of cash, 92. Take all the kickouts. Yeah, so if you don't have him, you've stuffed up. O'Driscoll was terrible, 46 after having a good start, a terrible game last night. Ashcroft was good, 87, and Marius not so great, 43. Rux. Sherry is carrying some sort of injury, just a 94. Dakota, 101, I obviously was not taking that VC score there. And forward line, Rankine, not very good, 81. McRae, 100. He limped to 100. I didn't think he played that well, but he got to 100, so sign of a good player if they're able to limp to 100 in bad games. Horn Francis went bang. A lot of people traded him out. I didn't. I never really thought of trading him out because I still think he's going to be a top 6 forward. So I didn't see the point in trading him out. And he basically made his break even. Break even back down to 62. If you trade him out, very bad move, mate. Very bad move. Smith was good, 108. Humphrey just a 64. Obviously, it was out of him or Merrick to bring in. I still think Humphrey's the better option, but at least for this week, Merrick did score better. Davidson 54. Of course, the 1 week I haven't on field, he's not that great. Stone was shit house 29. Keiko had the bye, and Lawler goes bang. A lot of people traded him out too, and I was going to trade him out last week, but then a few players got dropped, like Never got dropped, Hewitt got dropped, so I traded them out instead, kept Lawler. And I sort of was like, when I kept Lawler, I was like, I have a feeling he's going to go big this week. And he did, 112, so yeah, if you kept him, good job. If not, you're going to lose a bit of cash, I think. Lawler's an absolute gun, so he was always going to bounce back. He always was. Alright, now, trades for this week. Well, I'll tell you what I did last week. I've been forgetting every single week. I brought in Moraes, Bice, and Humphrey. Who did I take out? I don't even remember. I know it was definitely Hewitt, and I mentioned him just before. It was Hewitt and whoever else was dropped. Nevitt. Hewitt, Nevitt. And I think the other one was Leak that I got rid of. Yeah, Leak. All dead rookies already. I brought in some alive rookies that are making coin. Alright, so looks like everyone's going to make some good coins. So there's no real rookies to try and cash in on. But Callahan, I feel like, needs to go. So I want to see. Will Ashcroft is at 504k. Looks like he's actually going to be a decent selection. He's the only player I said was going to be a trap. That looks like I might be wrong about. I did say that I'm usually wrong about at least one, maybe two of them. Looks like Ashcroft's at one. But yeah, I don't have enough cash for him. So what the fuck am I meant to do? Let's just go. Is there any cash cows? Could I bring in Marek instead? Will Marek still make me a lot of coin? Perhaps. Or do I just trade down? I don't really want to do that though. Alright, let's look up Supercoach break-evens. Our Supercoach break-evens. Alright, we'll look at the lowest break-even possible. Clay Hall, minus 78. There's Dudley, Erasmus. But the thing is, I don't know about Clay Hall's job security. I don't know. Is there any, like... Yeah, Marek is still minus 19, but I feel like it's a little too late for Marek at this point. It'll still make a little bit of coin, but there's no point. But yeah, unless I make like another trade, unless I trade like Short or someone. And is there anyone in defense? No, I don't think so really, except for Brock. Travaglia. And I don't know about their job securities, so yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe one of the rookies gets dropped and that helps. Who knows? Maybe someone like a Stone gets dropped. Could easily see that happening. And maybe that sourcing out, because Dudley's only 99k, and that should hopefully get me enough coin to bring in Ashcroft. Because I still think Ashcroft would be a good option at this point. Breaking in 36. Yeah, so like that might happen. Alright, I guess that's everything really. So let's just have a look at the leagues and wrap this up. Alright. AFL Cup 1. I actually knocked off the guy on top of the ladder, and I was sitting 19th. So that just goes to show how close these are. Scoops is on top of the ladder. Can I zoom this out a bit? Yeah. So Scoops is on top. Just scroll down here. There's Hulk Hoganators in 6th there. Ferg goes in 9th. What's his face? Detroit Pistons fans in the 11th. I'm in 13th. Graz is in 14th. King Dos 15th. And King Girls and Nick is in last, unfortunately for him. Alright, here's AFL Cup 2. Finally, I can actually show you guys a ladder. Finally, the internet's not fucking up. Alright. Just keep scrolling down here. There we go. Alright, here's AFL Cup 3. I got wins in all my leagues, I believe. So here it is. I'm in 16th there. Comet Cup 4. Here we are. I'm actually doing okay in this one. 2-1. Most of my leagues I'm going pretty shit in because of my shit start, but yeah, so there we go. Those are my leagues. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to tell me in the comments how you went this week and what your trade plans are. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. Be sure to become a channel member. Just click the join button next to my name. Also, be sure to subscribe to my Premier King Girls of Nick. Link to his channels in the description. Also, be sure to subscribe to my other YouTube channels. Be sure to subscribe to my podcast channel, King Snake or Stoody. Also, be sure to subscribe to my second YouTube channel, Stoody Archives. Links to both of those are in the description. Also, be sure to join my Discord server, East Coast Australian Sports Community. Link to that is in the description. Also, be sure to follow me on my other social media accounts. I have TikTok, and I also have Twitter. The username for all those is StoodyYT, and links to all those will also be in the description. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.